Hey guys, it's Katie from Modly Chic. As a lot of you know from another blog post that I did, I'm doing the Shaklee180 blogger program right now. There are 90 other bloggers, well 89 other bloggers who are part of this Shaklee180 program, and it's a 6-month program. We're super excited to be a part of it, and I thought what I would do is just kind of tell you what that boils down to in terms of my day-to-day. Speaking of meals and that kind of a thing. So we got the Shaklee180 Turnaround kit. It came in the mail a couple weeks ago, and what was in the package was 3 of these shake mixes. It's just a smoothie powder mix basically. When you make your smoothie, you put in 2 of these and then other ingredients as well, or you put in 3 scoops and just use milk or water and kind of shake it up. For me, that's not as exciting as making an actual smoothie and doing mix-ins, so I haven't done that at all. I just do the 2 scoops and then other mix-ins. I received 3 flavors, the strawberry, the chocolate, and the vanilla for the first time around. They're all this size. They last a pretty long time because you're only doing 2 scoops at a time. So this is supposed to be 1 or 2 of your meals each day. I make them in a variety. I make them usually 4 to 6 at a time, so I just kind of one night, a couple nights a week basically, I'll just make a bunch of smoothies, put them in the refrigerator, and then I can just grab and go when I want to. I'm really enjoying one that I'm calling the Elvis. I'll give you the recipe of that later in another post. So that's the first thing. It's 1 or 2 meals a day. And then the opposite meal, so if you do this for 1 meal and you want to do another meal, you do the meal in a bar. That's this. This is the blueberry and almond one that I got. I also got a peanut butter and chocolate. Those are the 2 flavors that I got this time around. They would be what I would describe as a kind of a granola bar, but obviously full of a lot of better things than just your typical, little kid's granola bar that you would get at the grocery store. So this would be your second meal a day. If you do 1 smoothie, then you do 1 meal in a bar, or you could do 2 meals in a bar and no smoothie that day, or 2 smoothies, however you want to break it up. But basically 2 of your meals a day are supposed to boil down to this combination of some sort. Usually for me, I do a smoothie in the morning, and then I might grab one of these meals in a bar for lunch if I'm running out. And if I'm home, I usually do another smoothie instead of a meal in a bar. So I actually have more meals in a bar sitting around than smoothie mix. Also, the other thing that we have is a snack bar. They're smaller, kind of like the meal in a bar, only they're smaller in size. Obviously, also a granola bar. They come in different flavors. I got chocolate, peanut butter, and this lemon and cranberry. It's pretty good. They're pretty interesting. They're small. They're nice to like stick in your purse when you're running out, in case you need like a little extra pick-me-up in the middle of the day. That's always good. For the 3rd meal of the day, I always do a normal meal, sit down, family, friends, whatever. Obviously try to keep it healthier, more fresh fruits and vegetables, more salads, less processed, more proteins, things like that. And then the last thing that is part of the program is this pomegranate energizing tea. Comes in a box like this. They come in little packages. They're just like powder. You pour them in, mix it around, drink it. I have tried it a couple times with hot water and like making it into actual tea. I think it's disgusting that way, to be honest. But what I did find is if I dump this into my Nalgene bottle, like before I'm going to work out, or in the beginning of the day, just dump it right into the Nalgene bottle, shake it up a little bit. It's not so bad. It doesn't taste bad, it's not gross, nothing like that, and it gives your water a little flavor, which is nice, kind of like those other like flavor packages that you can get at the grocery store. So that's kind of how I treat it, and I like it much better that way. A couple of the other bloggers like it hot. I don't. So that's what the meals boil down to. The other part of the program is there is an iPhone app, or an Android app as well, that you can track all of the things that you do. So you can write down the smoothies that you ate that day, the food that you ate. It'll track all of your calories for you. You can also put in the exercise that you've done for the day, and it will, add in the extra calories that you need to make up for doing the workout. It has actual workout videos on here as well for their burst system is what they call it. So you can follow along on here. It has recipes for food and for smoothies that you might want to try. It's just a bunch of resources basically on here, and that's nice to use. So I also use that as well. And then for me, the other thing that I use, which is not necessarily part of the program, but I like it and it helps me out, is I actually just on a calendar mark down the workouts that I do that day, the weight as it like fluctuates throughout the program. And that helps me track it on a bigger scale, because then I can look back and say, oh look, this week I worked out 5 days a week, last week I only worked out 3, okay, what happened here, etc. So that really helps me kind of keep track of things, plus you get the bigger picture because it's all written down on one form. So I like that. It's totally, optional, obviously. That's just the way that I do it. So that's the Shaklee program that I'm in the midst of right now. We're just a couple weeks in. It's really exciting. I'm loving what is happening so far in the program, and I can't wait, to bring this to its completion by the end of August, September. And I definitely will be doing more posts and more videos on the program, the recipes that I'm using, the things that I'm liking, the things that I'm not liking, all of that. So I hope you'll follow along and join me on this exciting journey. Thanks.